Hey guys, what's up? This is Full Spools 123, and shit, I can't remember what day it is. And you're wondering Ryan, why you got your titties? And I'm just like, it's summertime right now, and I'm like, it is hot as balls outside, and I just wanted to have some fun, just appreciate myself and play shirtless ukulele, cause that's a good thing, right? I should have probably set up out here somewhere so they could actually appreciate the sunlight or something, but yeah, the yard's a mess and I don't want to show you that shit, so you should have luck. I'm just gonna play the ukulele for a little bit. I don't really got any feels to feel about. I mean, obviously there's a lot of shit going on right now. The protest is still happening and I'm not trying to discredit from that, but emotionally, I ain't got anything that I can really put into songs. So we're just gonna play. We're gonna enjoy ourselves this evening, and I have just a bunch of bullshit to deal with this afternoon. So I'm gonna have to make this a short video. Not like last one. It was half an hour long or something. That was ridiculous. I feel stuck every now and again. No, not really sure how to solve this, how to begin, but I know it's just a matter of attrition, and I know I should be grateful with what I'm given. At the bottom of a steep hill, climbing, crawling, but I can't make it up still. At the bottom of a steep hill, trying to climb, but I can make it still. And I reach the summit someday, but I'm not sure if it'll go my way. And I'll reach the summit someday, but I'm not sure if I'll make it today. Tell me aphorisms, but I know my alpinism. Oh, people tell me aphorisms, but I know my alpinism. Oh, people tell me aphorisms, but I know my alpinism. Oh, people tell me aphorisms, but I know my alpinism. Well, guys, that was fun and all. I guess I did have some feels, though I do feel a bit insensitive not to, I guess, constantly being Mr. Social Justice Warrior. That being said, guys, if you guys don't know what's going on in the world today, and I just want to use my platform to speak up about this, I know I'm a broken record, but you know what? Fuck it. With, like, the murders of George Floyd, with Breonna Taylor, with... One of these days I'm going to be able to say all three of their names correctly, but that is not the point. Basically, there's a lot of shit that's been going down for years and years and years. And until we actually look at ourselves and look at the situations we're in and confront the systems of white supremacy that exist in the U.S. government and in the world at large, I guess, we're not going to be able to live in a post-racial society where we can actually live our best lives and where everyone is equal. And it is just important that we actually confront not only the biases in ourselves, but the biases that exist in the systematic forces of our government. And actually we can see what we can do to prevent these tragedies from happening again and again and again. The death of one is a tragedy, but the death of a million is just a statistic. And if we don't confront every single time that this happens, if we let it go by as just one bad apple or just one unfortunate event, we're not going to be able to see the bigger picture that people are dying, and people are dying disproportionately to their rate. And it's something that needs to be confronted. It's something that needs to change. And if we don't do what we can about it, then nothing is going to change. So, guys, I definitely encourage you, please do what you can during this time. Not just now, not just when this dies down, but, like, continue to work for change. Because if we don't, then it's going to happen again and again. I don't remember, like, which fucking old dude said it, but, like, those who, like, don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And that is entirely the case. And I don't want this to happen again. I don't want anyone to die unjustly because of our own internalized biases and because of extreme police use, and because of police's extreme use of force disproportionate to the actual need. Anyway, guys, I'm going to be, like, up all the videos I'm going to be uploading, like, from this time period on. And yeah, I get this, by the time you get this video, it's going to be, like, weeks past from when I actually film this. This is, like, June 9th right now, so that'll give you some hints on when this, like, video went up. But basically, I'm going to be putting resources down below in all my channel descriptions. I'm going to be linking to things. Also, please support members, like, your African-American community during this time. Like, support black creators, because they deserve, like, all the love and support that they can get. And don't just stop, like, supporting, like, black creators. Don't stop being diverse and trying to, like, find other people out there that have something to say, because you owe it to yourself, and you owe it to people of color and for everyone to try to, like, lift up everyone and be in an equal and diverse society. Because we live in a diverse society, but we do not live in an equal one, and that is the God honest truth. So, guys, thank you for letting me get on my soapbox. Don't know where my soapbox is. I'm sure I put it around here somewhere. But I just wanted to speak up about that because even though I don't have that much reach, even though I have really no influence, I can still use my voice to try to uplift people. I can still try to speak up about the injustices that are happening in the world today. And if we don't say something, then who will? If people don't speak up, if we don't try for change, then it's not going to happen. So I just wanted to, like, really keep that in mind, keep the fire going, knowing that this shit is still happening and is still going to happen. And if you're, like, following me on social media and you're just like, wow, Ryan, can you stop being so political? No, I'm not going to. Because things need to change. And I'm not going to stop until I get my... now, like, I'm not going to stop until, like, we can figure out a way, until I can figure out a way to help address these issues. Not only in myself, because the change in the nation starts in the individual, thank you, Confucius, but with, like, society at large. And I really hope that you can feel the same level of humanity, the same level of empathy, and also try to help, like, just all the shit that's been happening. Anyway, guys, once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for just paying attention. I'm sure you didn't want a sermon when I was, like, showing my tits and playing the ukulele, but there you go. That's what you got. Try to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. I know I just gave you a reading vlog, like, 2 days ago, and you're like, wow, Ryan, shut up with your bookish videos. I only watch you for your vlogs, and I'm just like, fuck you too. But, I'm about, let's see, 90% through with, let's see, So You Want to Talk About Race, which I really suggest you read. It is a great book. I literally want to go get her other 2 books and read those because she's just a fantastic author. And I'm, like, I want to, like, know more about these situations and, like, my own biases and stuff like that. I'm also about 80% of the way through with, let's see, The Hate U Give, and, like, the beginning was a little hard to get through just because it's very, I guess, heavy. But, some good stuff has happened to, like, the narrator. Some bad stuff happened to the narrator as well. And is just processing so well. And I think that it's definitely a young adult novel that I wish that I could have read when I was younger. Because I remember, when I was in school, I, read books like Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry, and Dragon Wings, and stuff like that. And it was really great because it just showed, the system, it showed, this racism, and, this historical, view, and, this sort of culture that I was never at all, aware of. And so I am really glad that I was able to, read books like that, because it allowed me to, I guess, be more empathetic, be more understanding of somebody's situation. And, I was, listening to Regina talk about, well, it's a different voice actress, but, it's her words, is that even though, with my privilege, I can never fully understand, the issues that African Americans and people of color, face in the world, but I can still try my best to emphasize and not invalidate their lived experiences. And I think that is really a salient and excellent point. And I think that, being able to read somebody else's words, read somebody else's experience is a way that I can, while not being able to connect with the weight of systematic oppression, at least try to understand it better. And from a way that I can sympathize with, besides just, I guess, a more dry, words on the page way that, things suck and it's, my racist fault. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. I'm not going to apologize for getting political, because, once again, we already went over that, but I'm glad that, if you're still here, that you actually took the time to really confront these things, and also, try to do that. And I ain't going to be crying to Maine about this shit, because it is not my time to cry. It is a lot of other people's time to cry, and I don't want nobody to cry. Also, like I said, please support, the black community during this time. Please try to uplift. Also, really, if you do have sponsors, if you have a company that you work with, with all that book outlet controversy that's been going around, I definitely recommend that you spend some time considering, just the political stance of a lot of the company that you work with. Because, I guess, activism works in also the capitalistic sense. It is the invisible hand that basically bitch slaps companies into stop being racist and sexist and other forms of bigotry. So, now that I mixed all of the political science terms, I'm going to shut up about that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Once again, I don't know how long this intro is, because apparently it's too fucking long. But, yeah, thanks. Wash your hands, tell your loved ones you love them, tear down the systematic forces of oppression in society, and thanks for watching. False Bills 1, 2, 3, and I'm signing off.